bow. It's Sunday. I believe the date is March 4th. Passing by the old airport. Really did a poor job of planning a ride for today. Turns out that I thought it was supposed to be sunny, or at least warm, and instead it's kind of overcast, murky, and kind of chilly still, even though, I don't know, it's one of those that's mid-60s, but it just doesn't feel like it. So, I can't not get out and try to get some more miles in on this thing and continue evaluating it. So if I can make it this far, I'm going to redo a ride I did last spring on the DR650, which is some kind of country lanes, some kind of flowing country roads out west of Columbia, heading toward like Moneta, Saluda, that kind of area. And if I recall, there was some dirt and gravel out there. So if I can find those same spots, I'm gonna hit some of that. Already, one thing I noticed on sort of, I'm not even yet on the open road, but on these kind of higher speed, 4-lane kind of deals, I find myself getting into 6th gear pretty quick. And it seems like this bike's sweet spot, the way it's geared, and you know, the ratio and everything, it seems to be happy kind of cruising around 55. No, it'll go faster. I'm not going to go faster right here because I don't want to speed too badly in this area. But when I get kind of out on the more open road, I'm going to see what it actually feels like to cruise, you know, closer to 65, 70. I've also been kind of mentally comparing a little bit in my brain how this bike feels compared to the Royal Enfield Himalayan 400 or 411, which I had a 2021 model and put about 5,000 miles on before selling it. You know, the Himalayan it had one really good sweet spot, which was gravel roads, fire roads, and anything where you're just kind of lugging around 2nd and 3rd gear. It was very adapt to that. It had low center of gravity, 21-inch front tire. I had put Shinko 244s, which are kind of quasi-knobbies, on there with, you know, sort of a 50-50 tire pattern, which ran well on that kind of stuff. But what the Himalayan was not real good at was exactly what I'm about to do right here today, which is trying to cruise it on highways 60 miles per hour plus. I felt like that bike, it was kind of pushing it to get it to 60 miles an hour. Once again, I don't have a windscreen. The dealership did not have any accessories yet, so they are planning to send me the windscreen because I've already prepaid for it. So I don't know how that's going to affect, but I'm telling you, you know, obviously there's no wind buffeting at all right now because it's naked. But when I get that screen, I'll be curious to see how it changes things. Okay, I'm going 58 miles an hour right now. I can feel wind on my chest, not blasting, but just like a steady amount of pressure on my chest and on my helmet. Just sort of like, you know, getting a face full of wind at 56 miles an hour is what it feels like. Alright, now I'm hitting 60. TAC says 6,000 RPM or something like that. I can start to feel a little buzziness in the handlebars. Just a little. Oh, and that's one thing I wanted to also compare, is the buzziness in the hands. Well, let's see. So my DR650 definitely could put my hands to sleep a little bit. Even though I have the bar end weights, which are part of the Bark Buster handguards. It's an add-on Bark Buster accessory. I can feel the buzziness, and definitely on the Himalayan as well. This bike, I don't think I have felt it at all until just now. You know, let me get a little bit over 60. Let me see, like 63. Now it felt like maybe the buzziness kind of went away a little bit. Let me go back down to, yeah, so right here, between like 58 and 60 miles an hour, it feels buzzy. Okay, so I just did a little acceleration roll-on test. And yeah, there's no comparison around. Excuse me, there's no comparison to my old Royal Enfield Himalayan. I mean, so around 55 or 60, they feel a little bit similar, but this thing will go much above that. It's revving pretty high when you get up to those speeds, so it's not the kind of thing that you want to, you know, do sustained. You know, you're not going to jump on a freeway and do that for hours. You'll wear this thing out. But for like a little bit of a punch when you need it, it's there. I missed a turn, kind of daydreaming here, so we are scrambling to get back on course, I say. Tell you what, I wish the sun would come out, because I did not wear enough layers, and it's a little chilly. But this road seems pretty fun. I have no idea what's around the corner. So I have noticed that the odometer is now at 83 miles, and it looks like I don't really know how to read the tank fuel gauge yet. Let's see what it says. It says 80 miles. 80 miles to fill up. So what, about 180 to a tank is what it's thinking I should get. I'm just learning. Which way do I go here? So I might need to think about how I'm going to get home, where I'm going to fill up, given that I'm all off track. This bike's pretty fun for this kind of road right here. That was a donkey. To a certain point and it just keeps pulling. So my fuel light just came on at 93 miles. A little disappointed, to be very honest. I'm gonna top up here because I don't really know what my other options are. Look at my hands. Strange. Picked up some mud yesterday on that little tiny bit of dirt road. I guess I needed to stop for a break anyway. Pretty fun so far. Still getting to know it. One thing I noticed the other day is, you see this? I can imagine on dirt roads, washboard roads, that could get annoying. straight here. I'll say, compared to my DR650, this feels definitely sketchier. Whoa. Hey. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. I can feel that these tires are slipperier. The bike feels heavier. So it's pretty wet down here actually. The standing position is okay. I'm a bit tall, so feels a little stretched out, hunched over. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'd say that this is not what you want to do all day on this bike. It's okay. Again, I forgot to adjust the preload, so the back end feels kind of bouncy. That might be contributing to my feelings of uncertainty here. It must have just rained here, because I noticed that there's some puddles in the streets and everything on the roads. Whoa. I think I would feel better on this with better tires or drier ground. Whoa. Definitely slippery. Jesus. They are slippery. Let's take a little break here. Whew. Man. So, off-road. I've only just done a little bit. I'm a little surprised. That was definitely interesting. Let's look at the bike real quick. I mean,
I don't know. Maybe it's not tires. It could just be like geometry, or I don't know, maybe like foot peg height or something. When I got up on the pegs and riding, and the terrain got a little bit slippery, I didn't feel like, I don't know, I just didn't feel like I had as much control as I wanted to. I don't know, maybe almost like the foot pegs are a little bit more forward than I'd prefer them to be. Maybe if they were like 1.5 inches more rearward, then I feel like I might feel a little bit more stable when standing up on the bike. I don't know, it's my first time trying it off-road. I definitely am still up for giving this bike a shot, you know, on some of the routes like the Smoky Mountain or something. Pretty wet. Woo, slippery. Well, I do stand by my statement about the gearing. I feel like that gearing being low really helped in that kind of situation. I think I'm going to head back home. I'm at far enough out that I should make it home right before dark, and it's getting kind of chilly, and I don't really like the looks of the clouds. Seems a little gray, so that's it.